welcome back to horse racing today. Sorry about the little bit of delay. Got stuck on the highway behind an accident today, and that always kind of makes your day a little bit longer than it needs to be, right, Terry?
That's correct.
All right, so today, as always, free picks today over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. Link in the description. Make sure you head over there for Lone Star Park if you're a fan of the racing in the Lone Star State. When the show's over right here, we'll put our picks, our thoughts, as well as our Benny and the Bet suggestions. You can hit that HRT gear button right there. Come on over here, get yourself a hat, T-shirt, all that kind of good stuff. All right, since we're behind Terry, we're going to go straight to race number 1. I don't have the profile of a winner stuff going on today because it's one of those things I had to kind of exit out in order to get into today's picks. So 1 mile, Terry, probably speed matters, but tell us what the smart sheets tell us in terms of who's going to be where at the start of the race.
Well, the 2 has the most speed there by about a lot, so it should get out there and get to that front.
Yeah, if we look down here, the 2 and the 4, they want to be your pace setters. They're E-types. 1, 3, and 5. 1, 5, and 6 want to close. So far, the 3 has not been within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line. Terry, looks like one of those 2 speed horses is going to be more comfortable out front.
Yeah, the 4, it's got the best C-zone number, although everybody has some kind of a C-zone, but the 4 should be very comfortable.
It looks like the 4 will be out there indeed pretty happily. Everybody except for the 3 has shown Bad Larry they can hit par for this level, which is an 87. So some decent speed number ability for everybody in here. Bunch of class droppers in red over here. Terry, who's got the class over here in green?
Well, the best jockey is the 1, best trainer 4, but the best jockey-trainer combination, I believe, is the 4.
Yes, indeed. We see here the 2 is our simulation odds favorite. Really good, strong chance to get to that lead with a 1. 5 points equals 1 length, so a little bit more than 1 length early speed edge. 6 is your top total pace and your top closer. The 4 is the favorite right now, Terry, at Aqueduct. Who's your favorite in the opener today?
Well, I like the 4 Power Seeker, drops in class today, trained by a high percentage winning trainer. This trainer has a 25% win rate with claiming races and has a high percentage winning jockey. Best bet, the 2, finished 3rd versus similar last race, highest last speed rating, has a high percentage winning trainer. The 6 Brew Pub, 3rd choice, ran 2nd versus similar to last, and he has a high percentage winning trainer, and he has a bullet workout on November 3rd. Lost in Rome, the 1 has highest speed figure at today's distance, best start speed, is fastest among today's starters, has a high percentage winning trainer and a high percentage winning jockey, and it's a good workout on October 31st, no additional bets.
I'm going to start off with the 6. That one is Brew Pub. 3 speed figure increases in a row. Better early pace. Last time out, better fractions. Bad Larry did that 5 ways last time. That wins a lot, believe it or not. Best bet. I thought that I looked at something incorrectly when I saw that, but that one could be out in the front by himself. I'm not sure going from 7 furlongs to a mile helps, but hey, number 1, Lost in Rome is your top par plus horse right here, the 44. It means in 440 times out of 1,000, when we spit out a simulated speed figure, that number was equal to or better than 87. So great chance for the 1 to get that done today. And then Power Seeker is your top C-zone by a good margin. The only question for me and why it didn't get higher up my list is its first up record coming off of the bench is a boom or bust type. Looks like I don't know, Terry, if we have enough time to get off to race number 2. Let's at least put our picks up there for Don Johnson because I know he likes to look at that daily double. So there you can see, Don, what we have in race number 2. So consider for your daily doubles in there, Terry. Before we move on, tomorrow is going to be Born Friday at Hong Kong. Monday, parks like always. Tuesday, parks like always. To make sure you don't miss Hong Kong or parks, what do you do, Terry?
You need to subscribe to our YouTube channel and then hit the little bell so that it notifies you about everything that's going on when the next shows will happen. And then go ahead and copy the link at the bottom and send it to everybody you know. They can come check us out. Go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Skies at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like, and give us some comments, picks, and that sort of thing. We like to see them. They help the algorithms.
Yeah, the camera angle was a little deceiving. It looked like they were much closer to the gate than before, but they're making their way behind the gate now, so they should turn in to the stalls in just a second. So let's take a look at race number 1 real quick. The 4 horse right now is your favorite at 9-5. Simulation, I'd say that might be, even if it wins, it might be a little bit of a stretch. The one horse lost in Rome, 5-1 right now, 2-5 fair value according to our 5-2, not 2-5, to our simulation odds. 3 horse, the 2 horse, 2-1. That's about fair. 3 horse, no money there. The 5 horse, 14-1 versus 7-1. So maybe a 1-5 exacta box for $2 if you're looking for the most value on the card in the opener today. And how many times have I said that, Terry? And has it happened?
It happens a lot. So
it's
lots.
Not something we either want, but hey, they're all up, they're all in. They've gone to the angle where they're the pan angle of the front of the gates, just waiting for the starter to press the buzz button so they can open up them gates and get rolling. Just plain old Aqueduct today. They're off. They're running. The 1 horse off to a little bit of a sluggish start. Right now, the 2 horse, as advertised, is the one that is up on the front. He's got the 6 horse right now, Brew Pub, sitting in the shotgun position. The 2 horse best bet became the best bet at 7-5. Down on the rail, you got Bad Larry, that horse that was better 5 ways last time around. A lot of times those 5-way better horses show better in the next spot. The 4 horse, Power Seeker, the second choice according to the betting public right now in third. Going to have to take maybe a wide trip around the track because the jockey's standing up on the 6. So he's probably got, he must feel he has horse. I don't know. We'll find out if he does or if he doesn't. The jockey's sitting down a little bit on the 2 as he continues to lead the way up on the front. Right now, it looks like it's a 3-horse race between the 2, the 6, and the 4. The 1 horse is chugging up on the rail, but really not making up a lot of ground. Through the turn they go. The 2 horse leading all of the way. The 4 horse continues to try to make up ground, but he's going to have to go 3 wide. The 6 horse, Brew Pub in the pink, now being asked to engage. The 2 is down around the bend. They come and down the straightaway they go. Looks like the 4 horse at the end here is the one that's going to have the legs to get by at the end. It's going to go 4, then 6. I know the 6 horse is trying to come back on the rail, but I don't think he's going to have the legs to get there. So 4, 6, and 2, and then the 3. 4, 6, 2, and 3. That's the way they get started at Aqueduct today. Race number 2 is next on our agenda. That one, I believe, is a mile as well. Yes, this one is the Tempted Stakes for $150,000. 2-year-old fillies that can't take any Lasix. Again, it's a 1-turn mile, so usually does favor a little bit of speed. Only 5 horses, Terry. So in a 5-horse field, we have 40% of them, 2 of the 5, that look like they could duel.
Yeah, they could go head to head to that quarter pole, that 3 and that 4, so they've got the most speed.
And you see here, 3 of those horses have hit par for this level. That is a 84. So that last race actually had a little higher speed figure, believe it or not. Down here, Terry, you see the 2 and 3 want to be up front. The 4 and 5, they got some versatility. The 1 wants to close, but it looks like it's pretty obvious choice which one is going to like the way this one sets up today.
Yeah, that 3 is going to be very comfortable in this race according to the data. So got a good C-zone number.
Yes, Spa Prospector, way out there with a yes in there. Look at this par plus right there, Terry. Almost 728 out of 1,000 times. The can getting above that speed figure. Last time out, 3 points better than everybody else. It is your simulation favorite. It's also a favorite over here on our top total pace by about 1.5 lengths. Terry, who is the best jockey trainer combo?
The 1 has the best jockey and trainer as far as I can tell.
Interesting. It's a stakes race, but you got 2 horses making their second career starts, the 4 and the 5. That 4 horse right there, triple-digit speed figure ability. If it maxes out on second race upside, will it max out in second race upside, Terry, and take home the prize?
Well, I like the 5 believability. Won her debut race at Aqueduct and trained by a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Then I like 4 Sea King. Won her debut race at Gulfstream Park. Highest last race speed rating, best dirt speeds, fast among today's starters. And she has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey as well. Day to day, the 1 is my 3rd choice, drops in class today, trained by a high percentage winning trainer. And this trainer wins 25% of the dirt starts that he has a horse running in, and has a high percentage winning jockey. And then 2, Schilling, won her last race at Aqueduct, and she has a high percentage winning trainer. I'm going to play the very first pick 4. I'm going to use the 4-5 with the 1-7-8, with the 5-6-7-9, with the 1-4-5-9, and $48 ticket.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the 4 horse with that top last race speed figure, triple digit second race par ability. And that's stakes level stuff right there, if it can come through, of course. Believable, another with high level, second race upside. Then the 3 horse Spa Prospector, by far the top C-zone. And I like that in a 5 horse race. And also could be the longest shot on the board, that Stephen Fielder angle. Day to day, going to drop from a couple of graded stakes races, that 1 horse. The drop looks nice, but the numbers, believe it or not, they don't compare so favorably to some of the others in here. 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 7, 8, 5, 6, 1, 4, 5, and 9. That's my $48. Don Johnson, Miami Vice, pick 4. Race number 3 is going to be 6.5 furlongs. Those maidens, again, Terry, we had enough of those, I felt like, yesterday. 82 is the average speed figure that wins. Again, when you're looking at these maidens, you're looking at the smart sheets. Right now, there's not a link in the description on YouTube, but it will be there. Just had to really hustle to get done. You want to look at the horses that have a yes on the resume, Terry. And who is it?
That's number 8's the only one, but although the 5 and the 7 came within 1 to 4 points of equaling or exceeding the par speed number for this race.
Yeah, you got no true front runner in here. A bunch of co-pilots. The 1 and the 4, they want to close. The 2 and 9 have not been within 5 lengths of the leader. The 3 horse is a first-time starter. So when you have a maiden race, and you have a lot of no's, Terry, you want to look over here. First-timer score is kind of would you say?
Yeah, there's nobody at that 2.5 points that we like to see, and I don't see any. There's no back bullets, and but the second probability, you can take a look there and see that 1 and that 8 have that. The 8 has a 96, and the 1 has an 87. So.
Yeah, and the speed figure here is 82. So both can clear that hurdle relatively easily. Over here, Terry, looks like 1 horse, maybe 2 to consider, that if the race goes the right way, they could take the prize.
Yeah, the 9 and the 4 both have C-zones that are above that 50% threshold, especially the 9 at 78%. So,
yeah, comfort zone. Basically, we look at the early pace of the race and how close the horse is to the leader in its best performances, right? Is it going to be interested today? C-zone measures how closely today will measure up against their best performances. Red Velvet Cake, Terry, that horse with second race par ability of 96. In its debut, its speed figure was 9 better than everybody else, making it our simulation favorite and our top total pace favorite. Is anybody going to make up that 9-point gap on Red Velvet Cake?
I don't think so. I like the 8. She ran second versus similar and only start, highest last race speed rating, best start speeds, fast moment to start. She has a high percentage winning trainer. The 7 second choice ran second versus similar on the turf in last race, trained by a high percentage winning trainer. This trainer wins 31% with beaten favorites, and as bringing them back to race again, can improve while returning to dirt. And then I like number 1, Red Boots. Finished third on the turf in the only start, trained by a high percentage winning trainer and ridden by a high percentage winning jockey. Number 5 is my long shot, 3 9's Fine. Can improve while returning to dirt. Has a trainer wins 23% of the races when taking the blinkers off, and has a really nice early speed running style, which helps his chances. No bets.
Red Velvet Cake, morning line favorite. David Aragona is really good at that stuff. I think that second race par ability for the only yes horse, if it moves up at all the others are going to have a lot of ground to make up. Red Boots also has some second race par ability. Keep an eye out on that 1 horse if it improves at all. The number 7 horse, Aperitif. Consistent horse, that 7 horse, could pop. Her career best race in the second start after a layoff was just a few points behind it in the first up. So just any advance today, you might see its best performance. And then the 3 horse, Nary, I'm putting it in there because I feel like you got to have the first timer. Everybody else is kind of a no, and those no's really aren't that close. No bets for me either. And race number 4, We maybe make some bets here, Terry. I'm not sure. This one's 1 mile on the turf. It's an optional claimer. You're going to come back here. You're going to make 2 turns. I'd imagine that you want to have a little bit of closing ability. Again, today, unfortunately, no time to do the profile of a winner. If you're looking for some speed, however, Terry, it does look like 3 horses will do most of the lifting when the gates open.
Yeah, the 3, 5, and 6 have the best numbers, but the 3 is the top choice. So
Yes, he's also a lone E down here. The 7 and 9 co-pilots. So 3 lone E versus a lot of other horses that want to come from off the pace. That can be beneficial, Terry. Although Mo Trump's C-zone might say he might be working a little harder than he wants early on.
yeah, he's got a very low C-zone compared to some of the others. The 5, 6, and 9 have a lot better C-zone numbers.
Now you have the 5 and the 7 dropping in class. Everybody else moving up a little bit. The horse that showed the most improvement last time out was Rambling Wreck, better across the board with its early, mid-pace, late pace, and opening quarter-mile fractions. Terry, looks like you have a couple of them in here that either have a good jockey or a good trainer. Which one has the combination?
Well, the 7 has the best jockey. The 3 has the best trainer. I think the 3 is the best trainer-jockey combination, actually.
Yeah, it looks like the 3, 6, and 7, if you like that stuff, be the way to go here. Top par plus horse, Terry, look at this horse down here. The 6 horse, Con Man, about 64% chance to get to par today, 89. That's a pretty solid number. Alan Turning, 4-point last race speed figure, your simulation favorite again. Also here your top total pace, but the biggest in-race advantage goes to the 4 horse, Rambling Wreck. Almost a 2-length late speed edge over everybody else. Who's going to take home this mile and a 16th on the grass?
I like the 5, Alan Turning. Ran second versus similar last race. Highest last race speed rating. It has a high percentage when he jockey. Then the 6, Con Man. Finished in the money in 2 out of the last 3 starts. He won one of those races. The best start speed is fast among the starters, and he has a high percentage when he jockey. Cable Ready, the 9th, is my 3rd choice. Ran second in the last race, and he has a high percentage when he jockey as well. Number 7, Ruse. He has done well on the turf, finishing in the money 52% of the starts, winning 27% of those races, and he has a high percentage when he jockey. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, Alan Turning does have that top last race speed figure, 4 points. Again, Andrew Beyer in his book. I probably sound like a skipping record on this, but anytime a horse has 3 points or more, you got to definitely pay special attention. It's also the simulation favorite. It's also the top total pace. I see that combination when I review my notes at the end of the day all too frequently. Con Man does have triple-digit upside in the second start after a layoff. Number 4, Rambling Wreck. Has that really big late speed edge over everybody else. Plenty of back class as well. I don't know if he's going to win a Tom horse. We'll learn more about Tom horses tomorrow in Hong Kong. But Tom says, is a horse going to win? Probably not. In the money? Yeah, that's why I took him. That's why I took Rambling Wreck with that late legs. Finally, yeah. Ruse, the 7. Tough call over the 2 and the 9. For me, anyway. But he has a little bit better Aqueduct turf form. So that's why I went with that guy over the 2 and the 9. The Keystone card in the Big Apple today is the 5th race. Today, race number 5 is another one of those maiden races. Again, we've had enough of those the last 2 days. 80 points on the speed gun is what you're looking for, Terry. In race number 5, we have a few to choose from that have shown that 80 is not that big a deal.
Yeah, take a look there. You can see that the 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 all have equaled or exceeded the speed number for this race, and then the 9 came within 1 point. So
plenty of horses to choose from in there, Terry. Not many to choose from if you want to find the front runner, though.
Yeah, well, the 1 is the best according to the data, followed up by that 4 and then the 9.
You see the 1, the 4, and the 6 want to be out front. The 9, a lone P. Anytime you get what I call a Sesame Street horse, 1 in the middle that doesn't look like any of the others, they can be very dangerous. 3, 5, 7, 10, they want to close. The 2 and 8, so far not within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line, although the 2, Enduring Angel, maybe some hope today. Second race, par ability right in there, Terry, but not necessarily the jockey you want.
No, the actual best jockey is the 8, and the 9 is the best trainer, but the 8 has the best jockey-trainer combination as far as I can see.
Now, the 4 getting a pretty aggressive simulation odds advantage over the 1. Also, your top total pace, about a length and a quarter over everybody else. So is Seeker's Hope, Terry, with that nice little overlay, the best hope for people in race number 5?
I like number 1, Grand Commander. Well, Rail Post went in 20% clip, drops in class, returns to dirt, trained by a top trainer, and strong maiden claiming stats for that trainer, and has the best dirt speed. Then I like Last Man Standing, the 5, placed in 4 of the 6 starts, trained by a successful trainer, wins 26% of the races in the second post-claim races. And then Jockey also has a high win rate. And then the 9 is my third choice, ran second versus similar, trained by a high percentage winning trainer whose horses win 25% of the starts in maiden claiming races, and he has a high percentage winning jockey. Seeker's Hope, the 4, has the highest last race speed rating. Best dirt speed is close to the average winning speed, and he has a nice high percentage winning jockey. No additional bets for me here.
Seeker's Hope, where you stop, I start, Terry. It is the simulation favorite. Also, that big top total pace edge of a little bit more than a length. Number 1, Grand Commander. I like Grand Commander because he is the only pure maiden special weight dropper. And what I mean by a pure special weight dropper is you got the 85 coming out of that. Sometimes horses might come out of a maiden race, but they've already tried the maiden claiming ranks. So I don't know if we're going to have that in the list here today, but you see he's the only one today that's making that drop. So, for example, if the 7-horse Party with Smarty was running today off of that maiden 85,000 special weight, you see prior to that, he did try the maiden claiming rank. So that's why I call it the only pure maiden special weight dropper. The 5-horse Last Man Standing, David Aragona's first choice right there. Much better early pace in its last, and more probably to come in the second start after a layoff. And then Sequential, the 9-horse, Linda Rice. You always got to play her. She's always in contention for the trainer of the meet. Very consistent performer for her with Sequential, and looks plenty better than the rest of the horses that you could pick from in this race. So $5 exact the key box, 4 over the 1, 5, and 9 as I continue to use my Benny and the Bets budget. The late pick 4 will begin in race number 6. In this case, it's a mile in the 16th on the outer turf. Another stakes race in here, Terry, with the speed figure number only 81. It's not all that high. So who in here has the class to get to a $150,000 stakes win?
Well, there's actually 4 horses in here. The 1, 3, 4, and 5 all have equaled or exceeded the speed part number for this race. And all of them show a decent C-zone number. They also all have a chance today to equal or exceed the speed part number, especially that it's hard for me to read this, but the 3 and the 7 look like they're close to the 50% threshold that we like.
So looking here, a couple of horses that you want to take an eye out for. You have the 3 and the 4 showing some better early pace, especially the 4 showing some better fractions from the beginning half mile. Better fractions in the opening quarter for Deep Learning. The 3, 4, and 5 dropping in class, tight of time. Second race par ability in here. Remember, it was 81, so that's a pretty good clearing right there, Terry. Not so much clearing for the jockey trainer combinations, though.
Yeah, that's true. The 3 has the best jockey. And then the 4 and the 5 both have really good trainers. It's really hard to determine who's going to be the best combination, but I'm going to go with the 3 as the best combination.
Our race shape is pretty interesting here, Terry. The 7-horse, Candy Moonshine, decent enough C-zone, but out there by itself, everybody else wants to close. It's got almost a 2-length early speed edge. That's a pretty big aggressive early speed race edge over everybody else in here, Terry. Is he going to be able to take that early speed and wrap himself around the track on the front?
Well, I think the 3 Deep Learning is my pick of the day at Aqueduct. I think it's going to win. Ran second versus Tupper in the last race as a favorite. But the high percentage winning trainer wins 29% of the time when bringing a beaten favorite back to race again. Drops in class and has a really good jockey. And then number 7, Candy Moonshine is my second choice. Never out of the money in her 6-race career. She won the last start, and she has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then the 5 is my third choice, drops in class today. Both trainer and jockey have strong win percentages. And then I like number 1, Get Serious, as my long shot. Won last race, likes the distance. And then I'm going to play this second and last pick 4, Miami Vice, Don Johnson, 3-7 with the 1, 7, 8, 9, 10 with the 1, 3 with the 1, 3, 5, 7, 10, $50 ticket, and $20 to win on number 3, $10 exacta box 3, 7, $10 exacta 3 on top with a 1, 5, 7. $5 exacta box 3, 5, 7. And yesterday my pick of the day didn't win, but if you bet what I suggested, you'd still made 35% profit. So
I have the 5 horse in here, Billy the Oro, as the top selection. Brad Cox coming out of a tough trip in the grade 2 Miss Grillo. Deep Learning was also in that race. They're both, I think Deep Learning was the favorite in that one. Drop from a pair of graded stakes race, including the grade 2 Miss Grillo last night. So far, the horse's 3 races, really no bad ones in the mix. Tide of Time, that 6 horse, has the second race par ability, so could upset at a decent price here. And then 1, Getting Serious. This one could get serious in just its 3rd career start, having plenty of upside in there. I'm going to do the pick 4 as well. My pick 4 right here, you see it is the 3, the 5, and the 6. The 2, 6, 7, and 10. With the 1, 3, the 3 horse in that race, if I remember correctly, is 1-to-1 morning line. I thought about singling them, but I stayed off of that idea. 1, 3, 9, and 10. Speaking of ideas, Terry, tonight, it won't be live, but it will be on at some point. They record it and then make sure it's prettier than our broadcast. But I'll be on with Char Philly, Charisse, and Steve, and Mr. Crutchfield to talk about races on the weekend. I know they got some pick 4s for Friday. I probably do some Churchill Downs or maybe take a look at the Aqueduct Stakes races on the weekend. So make sure you go to A Kiss for Luck so that you can support them, support me as well, and let them know what you think so that maybe you can give them some of your picks as well. For you and I, Terry, the next station on our show is race number 7. This one's going to be another one of those maiden races, Mr. Terry. 80 being that speed figure. Again, in the 7th spot, 2 horses, Terry, so far have gotten to that hurdle.
absolutely. The 7 and the 10 have both equaled or exceeded the par speed number for this race. And the 8 came within 2 points of doing that.
Yeah, so pretty close stuff there. Looks like the 8, too. Hot Currency's got a hot combo.
Yep, that's the best jockey trainer combination that I can see.
So our race shape says the 7 wants to be on the front, Margarita Molly, although maybe can be in that contention. A couple of others look like it might get out in front of it. The 8 and 9 kind of want to pressure the 3, 6, and 10, not within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line. And then the 1, the 2, and the 5 starting today. So of these first-time starters, Terry, I mean, all 3 of them merit some consideration, any more than others?
Yeah, it appears to me that 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. It looks like the 6. Is that the 6 or the 5?
No, it's the 5, and actually that means I got to change something in my picks. So
okay, it's the 5, and it's 2.94. The best score you can get is a 3, so that's a really nice score. And then followed up by that 2 horse, which is at 2.56, and anything over 2.5 we like to include in our bets most of the time.
yeah, and you see here too, Are You Bluffing, the 3 horse with a back bullet workout. Just real quickly, a back bullet workout. Wait a minute, that's horse not the first time starter. It's the 2 horse. Yes, thank you, Terry, for helping me out with that. That one is Mathea. Yes, that's what I wrote down. September 27th. You see there, running under 48 seconds, fastest of 213. One of those 213 horses had to have some talent, I suspect. Wouldn't you think, Terry? Just mathematically speaking.
Yeah, you would think so. Yeah.
All right. So who else do you think has the most talent in this race?
Well, I'll tell you, as far as I'm concerned, it's the 9, Magic in My Eyes, ran second versus similar and only start, trained by a high percentage winning trainer. Then 10, Absolute Smoke, finished third versus similar in last race. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. And I like the 8, Hot Currency. Both her trainer and jockey have strong win percentages, and blinkers are added today. And then the 7 is my long shot, drops in class today. Early speed running style helps the chances, and she has a high percentage winning jockey. No bets for me here as I'm out of money.
Now I'm going to go with the 10 horse Absolute Smoke. Back here, you see, although it didn't finish within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line, Absolute Smoke was 5 ways better last time out. So better early pace, better mid pace, better late pace, better fractions, going to drop in class, and ran the top last race speed figure 5. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points better than everybody else. And down here is the top T-zone horse as well. That's why it gets the top consideration for me. After that's the 7 horse Margarita Molly. That one gets round number 2. The other yes horse with the 10 horse, you have Kendrick Carmouche on a horse that wants to be forward. I like that combination, as does Kendrick. He told us many times he likes speed horses. And then I'm going to go with the 2 first-timers, the 2 and the 5. Originally, I thought it was the 6 because, like you, Terry, I couldn't line those things up. So I since corrected it. Maybe not here. I got to correct it right here, too. So let me change this to the 5 instead of the 6. And I also, so I got to exact the box 10 with the 2, 5, 7, 9. And then back here in the pick 4, I changed it to the 5 horse as well. So please make a note of that. 2 races to go. So the late daily double beginning in race number 8. In this case, they're going to go a mile and a 16th optional claiming type race there, Terry. Speed figure being 85. If you want a front runner in race number 8, looks like you got one.
Yeah, that 7 shows really a lot of speed according to the data. It has no problems getting out of that gate. It should get to that quarter pole first.
And once again, we see one of them Sesame Street horses in the middle, unlike another, that 4 horse. Snowy Evening, going to get an okay race perhaps, Terry. I mean, could get a good setup, but it looks like 2 of them really might like the way this race takes hold.
Yeah, if you take a look here, you can see that, I've lost.
Yeah, the 5 and the 7. Yeah, those 2 are going to be the ones that get a good chance to get to the C-zone today.
Yeah.
As far as your jockeys and trainers, where are you at there?
Well, the 3 is the best jockey. The 1's the best trainer, but the 1 is the best jockey trainer combination.
I do like, too, when you get the 7 with one of the top C-zones and really a great chance to be on the lead by himself. Speaking of 7s, Gallant Greta has a 7-point last race speed figure edge, the closer, over everybody else. Also, your top total pace horse in there, Terry. So can it be the speedster, the 7, with the strong C-zone and strong speed, or should it be the 3 with the late speed, the top speed, and the top total pace?
Well, I'm going to go with the 3. So finished in the money in 8 out of 10 career starts, winning 2 of the races, drops in class today, trained by a high percentage winning trainer, and has a high percentage winning jockey. Then I like the 1 at last race at Aqueduct and has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Number 9, Saratoga Snow, has won his last 2 races in a row and now goes for a hat trick and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Money Grab, the 5, finished in the money in 4 races out of 5 starts, and she has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. She's my long shot. No additional bets for me as I'm out of money.
Yeah, Gallant Greta, the 3 horse. That one's up for me. Top last race speed figure, 7 points. Simulation favorite, top total pace. Yeah, 1-to-1. What am I adding value-wise? Nona Lynn, the 1 horse, second for me as well. Raced 4 times, doesn't have a bad race in any of them. After that, Money Grab, the 5 horse, in the money, 3 out of 3 at the distance. First up usually runs in the money too, just at the distance, and first up doesn't usually win. And then You Can't Fool Me. Oh, no, you can't. That 6 horse coming out of a $200,000 non-graded stakes race was claimed at this level 2 races back. Maybe they thought they had something that they didn't have, so they're putting it back. They'll make a profit if it gets claimed. So I think it'll run competitively again today. Last race for you and me today is going to be race number 9. Before we do that, again tomorrow, Foreign Friday, we're going to Hong Kong. Hello, Miss CC this evening. Yes, let's pick some winners. I let everybody know to head on over to your website right there. A Kiss for Luck. There is the website right there over on YouTube. So make sure you head over there. Miss Chara Philly, wonderful host with Steve and Crushfield. Too many things going on in my brain at once right there. Race number 8 for Private Ross. Best bet Gomez on the 7. Latest edition, race 8. Wonderful. Our friend Lauren Schaap over at Lauren _ SCHAAP on X today. 33 handicappers at Aqueduct. Picks from Mahoning, Churchill, Horseshoe, Indianapolis. Head on over there. Make sure you follow Lauren. Help him boost his followers so he can get to the point where he can make some money. Something Terry and I haven't been able to do yet on social media. You could help us with that by heading on over to horseracingtoday.net, getting yourself a hat, clicking on the link right there, or there's a tip jar. We'll put that in the description on YouTube. It'll also be in the description right there when we post our picks in just a minute. Final race for you and me today, Terry. Race number 9 goes to 1 mile and a 16th on the out. Oh, hold on. Let's talk about race number 2. They're probably going to run right now.
Yeah. Getting close.
I can't believe my brain actually said, hold up. It's unusual for me because once I start heading down a one-way road, I don't turn back even if the traffic is coming at me.
Yeah.
All right, race number 2. Here we go. Very short field here with the 4-horse. Sakane as your favorite. The 5-horse, a touch behind him at 8-5 and 6-5. Then the 1 at 7-2. And then the 2. And they're off. Well, the 1-horse got off to a little bit of a sluggish break right there. That 4-horse just darted out to the lead. The 2-horse down on the rail is Schilling. And then the 3-horse in that mix as well. The 1-horse trying to get back into contention. The 5-horse, but that 1-horse, the 3-horse is really running with its head up. Jockey needs to get that guy under control. And I think he finally, he's still kind of bobbling around the head a little bit. All right, so they're making their way down the backstretch, heading towards the turn. The 2-horse right now, Schilling, continuing to set the tone. The 4-horse sitting right off of him, comfortably just bounding along, waiting to take off. That's what it looks like he's going to do to me. The 1, the 5 getting into the mix, the second choice, coming pretty aggressively. 3-horse is going to try to box the 5-horse in as he goes alongside the 4. So he's really crowding the 5. Now the 5 has gone wide of the 3. He's going to have to make a trip around the track 5 wide. 2-horse is continuing to hold that lead right there, Terry. I think 2-horse, he might go wire to wire on these guys unless the 5-horse can find his way up around the track there and work his way on by that 4-horse. He's going to give it a whirl, but I don't know that he's going to catch him. That'll be 2 races now. He ain't going to catch him. Schilling right there today, Terry, coming home as and he's even just waving his tail at those other guys like, you ain't got bleep for me.
Yeah, it's my long shot, but it didn't help me because I didn't use it in a pick 4. So
yeah, nor did I. And what's interesting, Terry, here is according to our simulation odds, look right there, the second pick, according to top total pace, right? Over here, your second pick. Jockey trainer, and look, if you look over here too, he's the only horse last time out, Schilling, to show some better pace from the beginning to the middle to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he got out there and he did all right. Maybe speed today at Aqueduct, folks. Keep that in mind as the track continues to. That's 2-2, right?
Yeah.
2 for 2 that went out front. 20-cent trifectas again. Tomorrow, Tom and I will be doing Hong Kong 5 races over there. Tune in for that if you do 20-cent trifectas like our good friend Private Ross does. You see all of our social sites down there streaming below. So if you can kindly click on one and follow us. If you're watching on X, retweet. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. If you're watching on YouTube, go over to X and subscribe. If you're watching on X, go over to YouTube and subscribe. That way, when the servers are down at one of them, you can see us on the other one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the last time to see Terry this week will be for race number 9. I mentioned already it's 1 mile and a 16th on the outer turf, claiming $3,500. In the last race of the day, well, we've seen him go wire to wire so far. Who might go wire to wire at the end?
Well, the 9, and it has a lot of speed compared to all the others. So gets out of there and gets him going fast, gets out the front and gets over to that rail. Should go to that quarter pole first.
Interesting. They've all hit par, and I wonder if that's because they've all hit par or they have a 0 over. No, 77. So every one of these horses has the resume qualify. Interesting here again. We got another one of those Sesame Street horses, Terry, the 10 horse.
Yeah.
Lotus Petal, all by myself in between only 3 front runners. Everybody else wants to close. I know it's on turf, but that definitely favors some speed. And it might favor the one that's going to be out on the front.
Yeah, take a look there. You can see that 9 has a really good C-zone number, followed up by that 4. So,
yeah, it looks like the only horse that's going to have to really clear to get to that lead is the 7 horse in there. Let's look for horses that improved, Harry, across the board. The 9 horse, the 11 horse, the 10 horse, the 12 horse, Island Fox, better early pace, better fractions. A little more over here for the 3 horse. 3 horse also taking the biggest class drop, but who's got the most class from connections?
well, I think the 9's the best trainer jockey combination here.
Inflammable, yeah, all right. You got a pretty good jockey on the 11, pretty good trainer on the 2. Bunny Honey. If Bunny Honey is not in your picks, Terry, you deserve to get hit over the head with a pan before the show is over.
I probably will because I don't think it's in my picks.
All right, Honey Bunny, go grab the cast iron. We all want to see it live.
Yeah,
Who are in your picks?
well, I thought about putting it in there, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Anyway, the 10, Lotus Petal, is my first choice. Ran second versus similar to last race and likes the distance. Then the 3 can improve while returning to a route. Has a high percentage winning jockey. The 1 is my third choice. Won at last race at Aqueduct as a closer, so the added distance will be a good plus for it. And likes the turf. Temple City Taboo, the 5 is my long shot. Highest last race speed rating, highest speed figure, and at today's distance, and best start speed among today's starters. No additional bets for me as I'm completely out of money.
Yeah, Lotus Petal for me. Last race was a little bit faster than the race before that. I like that. We did see that over here in our well, it didn't really show up there, but when I did the math, it worked out that way. Number 1, FIFA La Fumée. It is your simulation favorite as well as your top total pace. I gotta like that. That 9 horse, Inflammable. Catch me if you can. If you can get to the lead with that top C zone on comfortable fractions, he could go all the way. And then finally, the 3 horse, Ragna, I'm not sure. Very consistent horse in the race. Should be coming pretty aggressively at the end. And like you, Terry, I have no more money in my Benny and the bets to bet. So in race number 1, the 4 horse won. In race number 2, the 2 horse won. That means you're going to have to go with the 0 horse or maybe the 8 horse in race number 3.
Yeah, probably.
One of them for sure. It's the way we see the rest of the card today. In race number 3, we have no bet, although the 8 horse looks like an obvious one with the 4 and the 2 so far. Race number 4, I'm going to go $5 exact the key box with the 5 over the 4, 6, and 7. Race 5, another $5 exact the key box with the 4 over the 1, the 5, and the 9. Race 6 is the last of the pick 4s and Terry's very best bet of the day. You can see all of that right here, and we will timestamp all the races in the description on YouTube so you can come back, rewind, and watch and see why Terry likes Deep Learning as his top choice for today. Race number 7, another exact the key box, and I think that's it for all of the bets today. Again, if you haven't done so yet, kindly hit the subscribe button. If you haven't done so yet, just quickly take your mouse, hit the like button, give us a smiley face. Free picks again a little later on today at Lone Star Park, deep in the heart of Texas. You can find a link for that both on Guaranteed Tip Sheet as well as in the description on YouTube and over at horseracingtoday.net. Where just a moment, we'll post our picks as well as a link to the smart sheets for today and explanation how to use them. Tonight, again, a Kiss for Luck. Please head on over there for that. Should be a lot of fun, a lot of great picks always. Terry, before you get out of here for this week, any words of wisdom from you?
Well, just stay safe and treat everybody the way you want to be treated. And have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday.
I must treat everybody like doo-doo. Because sometimes there ain't a whole lot of people when you get outside the house that are all nice. Maybe it's just city living. All right, folks, no matter what you're doing for the rest of this terrific Terry Thursday, we certainly hope that you have God's grace, God's favor, and every single thing that you do till we meet again ends up in
the winner's circle.
Yeah, we'll see you tonight. Kiss for luck. We'll see you tomorrow for Hong Kong. Till then, make it a blessed.